Sweet Addictions TV did a video on light skin versus dark skin, and there has been so much going on about this. I wanted to give my opinion and put something together in reference to how I feel about it. So enjoy this video, and I hope that you get something from it as though I did. So thank you for watching and enjoy the video. A lot of people think that to be light skinned is attractive, and a lot of people think that light skinned people have better chances and are better off than our darker skinned counterparts. And they say that because you're light skinned, you are more capable of finding dates. You are oftentimes less insecure about the way that you look. You have so many more opportunities out there for yourself, as opposed to the darker skinned counterpart, who will have less of a chance of achieving than the light-skinned person. And most people will say that light skin is better for dating. For a lot of purposes, people say the light skin is better. They say that the light-skinned person will be more likely looked at walking down a hall than a dark-skinned person. And light-skinned people are given so much of, I guess you can say, they are placed on a pedestal because of their lighter skin as opposed to the dark skin counterpart. The dark skin represents our native land. It represents our African ancestry. However, today, dark skin is seen as a lower class than our light skinned counterparts. A lot of dark skinned people feel as though they have a much harder time getting respect and getting noticed as opposed to their light skinned counterpart. They are seen as, being darker is seen as a negative thing, as opposed to being seen as what black people should look at it as, a beautiful thing. However, to be dark-skinned gives off the image that it is a bad thing. It is a negative thing. Okay, so I want to talk about the slave mentality. Now, this is generally in reference to, a lot of the times, the comparison between why light-skinned people are seen as better and why dark-skinned people are seen as, being lower than light-skinned people. Now, this division was caused by the slave owners placing lighter-skinned people in the house and darker-skinned people in the fields, which made it seem like the closer you were to being white, the better off you were going to be. This is also in reference to during the Jim Crow laws, where they had the brown paper bag test, where if your skin was lighter than the brown paper bag, you were treated just as well as the white people were treated, as well as if you were darker skinned and you didn't pass the brown paper bag test, then you were put at a lower standard. So this makes black people think that light skin is better than dark skin. And it makes it put a division in the black community to make people see or think that being lighter is more valuable. So a lot of people pay more attention to lighter skinned people more so than they do the darker skinned. To me, it doesn't matter what shade your skin is. We're African American. Light skin or dark skin, we're African American. We all go through our different dilemmas with the shade of our skin. Some light skinned people feel like they have a lot more trouble than dark skinned people. You know, a lot of light skinned people think that dark skinned people are more attractive, vice versa. So to me, the shade of your skin is not of importance because we all represent the African American community. As far as your attractiveness, to me, it depends on the preference of the person. Some people are attracted to dark-skinned people. Some people are more attracted to light-skinned people. Some people are in between, and it doesn't matter. So to me, I really don't see there being a huge division as far as the attractiveness level, as far as who's seen as better, because as I said, we all represent the African American community. So to say that one shade is better than the other shade really divides the African American community and causes a deterioration in the respect for one another, because dark-skinned people don't respect light-skinned people because they are seen as better, and light-skinned people, you know, sometimes disrespect dark-skinned people because of their darker skin, as I'm guessing, to feel as though the dark-skinned people misrepresent being African American. But to me, if you're dark skinned, you should be very proud to be a dark skinned person because you represent the African ancestry that we all have come from. If you're of a lighter skin, you should still be proud because just because your shade is lighter than a dark skinned person does not make you less valuable. It puts us all in the same boat if we continue to treat each other with respect and continue to give each other that respect that we all deserve, because we all go through things dealing with the shade of our skin. We all have been in, you know, the past, all have been, you know, experienced some type of prejudice towards the color of our skin. So love yourself for who you are, regardless of what someone else may think. And the black community really needs to start stepping it up and stop facing or stop putting so much energy into this division of the shade of our skin when we face so many other issues outside of the black community that is much more important. The African American community isn't the only one that faces this dilemma of the shade of our skin or where we come from. There are other races as well, that are other ethnicities as well, that face these same dilemmas. So it's not just an African American thing, it's actually a worldwide thing. The Tyra show did a special on it where it showed how many different ethnic groups go through this. Asian groups go through it, Hispanic groups go through it, and it's a shame that we aren't able to respect the difference and not make it an issue. So I say that it shouldn't make a difference what shade or color your skin is. We all deserve the same level of respect.